Buenas tardes, vaqueros, and welcome back to the Tea with D. I'm your host and favorite freshman, DJ 3D. And today we have a special guest with us, K3. K3, how you doing?
Pretty good, D.
This is a good one. This is season 1, episode 3. We're already 3 episodes in, K3. Can you believe that?
It's a pretty fun coincidence.
Well, you know how we start things off here. We're going to go Man-Eater by Hall & Oates. Enjoy. And that was Man-Eater by Daryl Hall and John Oates. K3, you know, what, first off, give us a little background on K3, you know, man?
Bit of background, right? Well, not really much to tell, you know. I'm like a lot of other students here at the university. I'm an international. I think we have a pretty high concentration of internationals here. From what I remember, you know, international call-ups for us to, you know, we have to do some stuff at the auditorium. We have to fill out some questionnaires every year, and they're usually pretty packed, you know.
Really?
Yeah, it's usually like at least 100 people I would see, and there's probably a lot more, you know. And you'll see, you know, all the Chinese exchange students. I've seen some Koreans.
Really?
Yeah, the international office has a little map with little pins on every country in the world that our students come from. I think we have a really, you know, solidly diverse student population. So yeah, like all those others, I'm an international. I'm from Mexico, from the south of Mexico specifically.
Wow.
I first came to the U.S. in 2017 just for work. I've been coming before that, right? Like on vacation. Like probably a lot of people who, you know, live on the border or close to the border. You know, you just cross to shop, to go on vacation. But I properly moved here in 2017. I started out as a computer engineering major. Decided I didn't like that. And then switched to physics. And then the physics program ended up being kind of bummer.
Okay, yeah. So, for anyone that doesn't know, our physics program is gonna get.
I hope it doesn't get cut. Like it probably won't get cut. It's just like they cut a lot of classes when I was in the physics program. Right?
Why do you think that is?
I don't want to spew an anti-UTRGB propaganda here, but honestly, I've heard like the whole thing about like football team, cheer team, new stuff. It's all been hanging around for like when I started out, right?
Yeah. So for a little context, we actually went yesterday to Topgolf for it was like a UTRGV like promo thing, right?
Yeah, propaganda.
K3 likes to use a lot of propaganda, guys. Government propaganda, right, K3?
It's all propaganda. Birds aren't real.
Okay, wait. Okay. Back to the matter at hand. So they took us all to Topgolf, right? It was like 4, started at 6, ended at 9. Yeah, 3 hours of free Topgolf. But of course, you know, what are they trying to sell us?
Yeah.
And then that was the thing. They all told us, you know, when does it start? November 8th to November 10th?
No, it's November. Yeah, I think it's in 3 days. It's basically just vote yes on the referendum.
Yeah, vote yes, and they're gonna put more money towards. Was it
sports? It's gonna be.
It's marching band. It's better cheer team. It's swimming
and diving for women.
And finally the football team, the big guy.
Football team. But like a football team is gonna need a football stadium, which is what.
Well, apparently we've bought like.
Oh, we have the land.
Yeah, we
bought
the land is what's expensive. Some big amounts of land. Yeah.
Yeah, like especially. I just don't think enough people. And this is just my opinion, right? I'm sure the freshmen actually have a lot more school spirit, but when I started out at UTRGV, I actually like would ask people, like, you know, about the school spirit. You know, like how much does it matter to you that it's UTRGV, right? Because my wife is actually, I met her way after I first came here, but she's not particularly, you know, fervent in her, you know, like of her alma mater, but her parents are.
Where'd she graduate from?
She graduated from Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
University of Mississippi. Her parents are, though. Her parents graduated from a Christian university in Ohio. Can't remember what it's called. But they are very strong supporters. They're the kind of people who still send them money, even though, you stopped paying tuition like 60 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what that school was called?
I can't remember the name for the life of me. There's just so many Christian colleges in Ohio, bro.
So okay. So you grew up in Mexico.
Yeah.
When did you come like into the States?
2017, January.
2017 January. Now, when and where did you meet your wife?
I actually met her online because she was in Mississippi and I was here. And it was a couple years back. Can't really remember. We'd been talking for a while.
You were here at UTRGV?
Yeah, I was here.
Okay.
It was probably right before the COVID pandemic that we actually like started like, talking seriously towards like, dating and stuff.
So
and we actually got married really quickly.
What online platform did you guys
that's
use?
kind of embarrassing.
You know
You're
talk
gonna
about that?
laugh at me. I know, like if I said like if I said straight up and I told you like we met on like RuneScape or Gaia Online, that would be less embarrassing because we met on OkCupid.
You met on OkCupid?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, that is very bad, bro. That is terrible.
No, that's good. So, you guys met online.
Yeah.
And
we dated for a while, and we actually got married really quickly because her parents are like her dad's a pastor for.
So
a
when did y'all
Presbyterian
first
church.
meet? Like in person?
In person, we met in February 13th of the COVID pandemic year, so 2020.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so you met 2020, February 2020.
Yeah.
And you guys married
June 2020.
June 2020.
Yep. We dated for like 6 months before we married. Yeah. It is a very unusual situation, but it's because her parents, as I said, her dad's a pastor for a Presbyterian church.
Oh wow.
And I wasn't pressured into marrying her. I do genuinely believe that,
she was the one, yeah.
She was the one.
Yeah, yeah.
We both honestly like believe that. We've been going really strong, but that did have a factor in it. The fact that her dad was a pastor.
That's something you can't overlook.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you straight up that people still unironically use the word living in sin. Yeah, and we were worried her dad would get mad about it. Right?
Living in sin.
Yeah.
So her dad was worried that while y'all were dating and not married, y'all were living in sin.
Yeah, absolutely.
How much of a driving force was that to get married?
The biggest driving force was that we were serious about it, right? That we had a plan.
So did you drive up to see her?
No, I can't drive, bro. Like, to drive, you need a social security number, which I still don't have. Like, I'm already a lawful permanent resident. I still don't have a social security number. So to drive, you need a social security number. As an international student, you can get a license, but it's really hard. Like,
really?
I'm sure there's gonna be people like who are listening who are internationals who have a driver's license. Say, well, it's not so hard, but like, it was like harder than I cared to like try.
Yeah, yeah.
You need a social. You need and to get a social, you need an ITIN, which is a taxpayer's identification number. It's just
because they gotta know you pay taxes.
Yeah, it's a drag.
They have to know.
It is a drag to get a license. So I never did. I couldn't drive. What I did was take a plane.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because flights were really cheap.
You took a plane all the way to Mississippi.
Yep.
And where in Mississippi is this?
We actually met in Jackson, but she's from a place called Greenwood, Mississippi, called the cotton capital of the world. And that's actually, if you're being in Mississippi, cotton capital of the world is very loaded language.
So you stayed with her for 6 months.
Yeah. No, I actually stayed with her from February. Then I left on the 16th of February because I still had class. Classes hadn't been canceled.
Oh, yeah.
Then I went back in March for spring break.
Yeah.
Ended up staying 2 weeks for spring break.
Yeah.
And then I left because I had to go get some stuff in Mexico. I had to get some paperwork done in Mexico. And I came back in May of 2020. And then we stayed together until August of this year, actually, when the school decided that I had to come back for one class.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're back here on just a one class thing?
I have 5. I'm in 5 classes, right? 15 hours. But 4 of those, actually 3 of those are online. And then like the last 2 are taught by the same teacher and they're essentially the same class. So, yeah.
So So you stayed with her for how long?
Well, from May of 2020 to August of like this year. So a year and 3 months.
And you stayed with her parents
Yeah. Well, we actually moved out of our parents' house in June.
in
We
June.
moved to Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. It is a highly unusual story. Like, I actually expect people to find it kind of weird. But yeah, like, when you're dating a Christian girl, like that Christian a girl, right? She's not actually super religious. She's not actually very religious. Her parents are.
So she's not super religious.
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, she's actually like, I think I'm more religious than her, and I don't care, right?
So her dad was a pastor. Their religion was
Presbyterianism.
Presbyterian. And you coming into the picture,
Yeah. I'm Catholic. Well,
you're Catholic.
I'm Catholic in the way every Mexican is Catholic, right? Like, culturally. I don't go to church. I haven't been to church. Well, I lie. I've been in church because my father-in-law dragged us to church. Before that, I hadn't been in church in like 10 years.
Of course.
Yeah.
And so how long did you live in Mississippi with her parents?
A year.
A year.
Yeah, over a year. Like a year and 2 months.
How was living in Mississippi?
It sucks. Oh man, I hate Mississippi. Like,
Yeah,
straight up
Mississippi.
worst state. You will never. It's like I don't remember which. I think it's Obi-Wan. No, who said the thing about the wretched hive of scum and villainy? You will not find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy than Mississippi. Obi-Wan, yeah. A wretched hive of scum and villainy. That's what Mississippi is.
Really?
You've ever been just like walking to a place and then like a big truck like just goes past you, slows down. Someone winds down the window, calls you the N-word, and then drives away?
No.
That happens in Mississippi, like actually fairly frequently.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a Klan chapter in the next county over.
What?
Like a very public Klan chapter.
Like the
Yeah.
like
the
KKK
yeah,
clan.
like the 3Ks. Oh my god, my name is K3.
A clan chapter.
Yeah, the Carroll County Klan, whatever. Like
a
there
little
was
branch.
Yeah, there was a barbecue restaurant owned by a Klan member, and everybody knew he was a Klan member. And my wife took me eating there and didn't tell me about it.
To a place that a clan member owned?
Yeah, because it's just such a like a normal thing. Like, like, oh, he's a Klan member. What are you gonna do about it?
It's systematic racism,
It's systematic. It's like people don't even question it anymore, right? I'm not gonna name the barbecue restaurant because like I probably would get like sued for it. But yeah, Klan member owns a barbecue restaurant, and I ate there, and it was actually decent, right? But like I don't want my pulled pork with a side of racism.
And you're not the lightest skinned Mexican in the world.
I am not the lightest skinned Mexican in the world.
That's crazy, man.
It is crazy.
But the family is
great. Like I have no complaints about my wife's family.
So we've been talking for the past week, and yeah, you rave about the family. The family.
Yeah, their family is great. I love them. They're genuinely nice people. They're They're actually for like that strong Christian like belief that they have. They're not terribly conservative, so it's not even like, or at least politically, socially a bit, because they didn't want us living in sin, but.
Yeah.
And I use this like living in sin phrase extremely ironically because I genuinely don't believe in that. Like,
oh, really?
The whole thing. Like, I mean, it's silly, but it's their beliefs, and I have to respect them because like they're genuine people, they're nice people, they're good Christians. You could say that. And they've treated me with nothing but genuine affection and care and respect. So,
yeah.
I
Okay.
actually cook for her grandparents a lot. They like Mexican food now.
Really?
Yeah. Like, okay, this is generalizing a little bit, but like from what I've seen and gathered, people, like white people over like 70 years old, eat out of cans and frozen food a lot.
There's just something about them that appeals to them.
Like it's just like
it's government propaganda.
It is government. I bet it is. It's like corporation propaganda. The Kraft company is.
They put something in the food.
No, it's
and
subliminal.
And white old people just.
You can't resist.
It's just drugs to them.
Yeah, they can't resist the Kraft macaroni and cheese. So yeah, I actually really enjoy when we visit. I really enjoy cooking for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's even like the simple stuff they really like. Like my mom makes this tuna salad. That's just tuna, mayo, cream cheese, peas, carrots, and what else? And corn.
Of course, you gotta
Corn,
put some
yeah.
salt and pepper. But
Salt
how
and
how,
pepper
how
in
much
it.
salt and pepper is she
I
putting
actually
down?
don't salt and pepper tuna too much because I think
Tuna
tuna's
too much?
plenty salty.
You know what? You may be right on that. You may
Yeah,
be right.
I think tuna's like the right amount of salty. Right,
So
you drain it properly, it's very good.
So not to make any stereotypes here, but
Right.
was there any time you felt certain foods were a bit unseasoned?
Okay, I'm about to like blow the lid right open on this one. My wife eats boiled chicken.
Boiled.
Yeah, like the whole family eats boiled chicken.
Oh, boiled chicken. Then she puts in fideo. She
No,
puts
no,
in.
no, like boiled chicken. Like boiled chicken, you take out all the water and then you eat like cooked chicken.
She doesn't.
Like
She doesn't
some
shred
salt,
it up
some
and-
salt, some pepper. No, she doesn't shred it up. They eat boiled chicken, bro. Like pink chicken.
So okay, so for anyone that doesn't know, this is a little mind blowing because any base Mexican dish is boiled chicken, and that can be turned into
Yeah,
anything.
but you can turn that into anything.
Yeah,
Right.
they stop there after the
They
water's been
stop
boiled,
after the water's been boiled. Yes, absolutely.
and they just eat the chicken.
Yeah, they just eat the chicken.
Dude, what?
Or like, I remember this one time I made this delicious salmon dish. Right, I'm actually a decent cook. I made this absolutely.
You are.
magnificent
You
salmon
are.
dish.
He is.
Oh no, hold up! No, it wasn't salmon. It was a tilapia. I made a great tilapia dish.
Ooh, tilapia.
Oh yeah, it was
Oh.
expertly seasoned. I loved it. I personally loved it. And then my wife, like right after the meal, she comes up to me and she's like, "Hey Joe, oh sorry, it's hey K3,
K3, yes, K3, K3.
could you not season it so strongly next time?" And I was perplexed because this was one of the mildest dishes. Like you don't season fish that much.
I was about to say, fish like absorbs everything.
Yeah, I put like salt, pepper, a little bit of turmeric, for that.
Okay, yeah.
Some lemon, and some
Fish, you gotta have
I'm
lemon.
trying to think of the name in English. Coriander.
Oh, okay.
And then I baked it. I put it in the oven, wrap it in foil.
Baked fish
Yeah.
is one of like the best baked dishes.
Absolutely.
in my
baked
opinion.
fish is amazing.
And
if
that's
you
'cause-
haven't tried baked fish, you gotta do it.
And that's because I'm not a huge fan of fish in general.
I actually love fish. It's so cheap. It's plentiful. It's like
And tilapia, that's a great subject
Oh, yeah.
because I love tilapia. When I first went to Costa Rica with my mother, we went to a tilapia farm.
oh nice.
It's basically this platform, right? This little restaurant that's like all outdoors, and it's surrounded by this huge pond. And this pond just has tilapias. Only
Yeah.
tilapias living in it. And they pick them out, they cook them, and they give it to you.
Yeah, my dad tried to have a tilapia pond in his ranch. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an artificial pond because there was no like natural river or lake.
Yeah.
And he tried like fish. He tried aquaculture, I think they call it, aqua farming.
Yeah,
it didn't
yeah,
really work
yeah.
out. It didn't really work out because he's not at the ranch often enough to take care of fish. But
No, that was another thing we learned. You have to stay at that.
Oh,
You have
yeah.
to keep up with them like 24/7.
Yeah,
Because if one of them like starts, because
If one of
tilapias
them-
are
yeah,
weird.
yeah.
Because if one of them starts like acting up or getting weird with like a male gets weird with a female, the other males will see that and begin to think, oh, is that what we do?
Yeah.
Do we get weird with them?
Do we get saucy? Yeah, no. He was at his ranch every 2 weeks or so because it's his leisure activity. So the fish didn't really like even get time to die. They just like fish
Yeah.
them out and they didn't really care to like.
And so this was
replant them.
this was a ranch in Mexico, right?
Yeah, in Mexico.
So let's rewind a bit. Grew up in Mexico.
Yeah.
How was that?
Really good, actually. I
Really?
miss Mexico a lot.
Where'd you grow up? What part?
I grew up in Tuxtla Gutierrez, Chiapas. That's
Mhm.
the southern, not the southern tip. The southern tip's Tapachula, but it's the capital of the southernmost state in Mexico, which is
Oh.
Chiapas. It's actually like it's something I think about it. I think about all the time. I'll go into like a little tangent about urban design. Tuxtla is considered like a very peripheral city. It's a state capital,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's like out of the state capitals, it's really like the second to last, maybe third to last on a charitable day. And it's still like way more dense, there's taller buildings in general. There's like more people, more public transportation.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
some of like the important cities I've been to here in the U.S.
Really?
I live in Cincinnati, Ohio. Wonderful city. If you have time to visit, you should definitely go. It's rich in history. One of the few cities in the U.S. where downtown didn't get bulldozed over to build a highway.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely magnificent. I mean, a little bit, but the highway goes like around downtown rather than just pulling right through it.
Mm.
Magnificent city, and it's supposed to be one of the important cities in like one of the highest density areas in the U.S., which is the Midwest mega city.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually like the proper city population.
And
is
this was
like,
in where again?
this is in Ohio.
Ohio. Yeah.
Cincinnati,
Ohio.
Ohio. So this place is like a fifth, has like a fifth the population of my hometown, and my hometown's like a peripheral nowhereville,
Yeah.
right? And like the public transportation is like so much worse, and it's supposed to be like a high, not a high wealth city because it's not like New York, right? But it's supposed to be a bit wealthier. It's the downtowns in sort of a resurgence, and you still can't find a bus.
Really?
I mean, yeah, there's buses, but they're terrible. So going back to like
Government propaganda, man.
it's government propaganda.
It's government.
It's pro car government propaganda.
You know what I want to like really get into one of these days?
Mm-hmm.
Conspiracy theories.
Man, I know every single one of them.
No way.
Yeah. Well, the reasonable ones.
What's a conspiracy theory that you just nothing's gonna change your mind on?
Starting in the 1920s and 30s, GM and Firestone Tires began conspiring, and they formed a cartel of car and tire companies that began buying up every streetcar line in the United States in order to dismantle them. And they actually finished this by the end of the 50s, replaced them all either with buses or with nothing in order to get people to buy cars that would have otherwise used the streetcar. This was actually not parody, just like straight up stated in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Wow. Wow. That's pretty insane. I think with that we're gonna go to our next music break because that kind of blew my mind a bit. This is Rocket Man by the Elton John. And that was Rocket Man by Elton John. K3, what kind of music do you like to listen to?
Oh man, don't even get me started on that. I listen to weird music, and not weird in that it's out there or like discordant. It's just like, I guess it's more popular nowadays thanks to the proliferation of the internet and like memes and stuff like that. But I listen to city pop.
City pop.
Yeah.
What's city pop?
Okay, so kind of context. In the 80s, Japan had like recently finally recuperated from World War II.
Yeah.
And there was this emerging sort of middle class that had a lot of money to spare, so they started buying cars. And so the Japanese government started putting up highways. There's this magnificent highway in Japan. That's like the one highway that I actually like, called the Ocean Highway.
Yeah.
The Pacific Ocean Highway. And people decided that they really like driving their new cars on these new highways. And
that started like that JDM revolution, man.
Yeah. That sort of mood permeated this sort of newfound wealth, nightlife, cars, highways, the new city life.
Yeah.
The sort of wealthier section sort of needed a style of music for its own, and there comes this sort of fusion of jazz, funk, pop, ballads, lounge music.
Yeah.
And it congeals into city pop.
So what? So like Japan. So like Japanese 80s pop. Yeah. That's becoming more and more popular.
Yeah, it's getting huge. Like everyone's heard "Plastic Love" by Maria Takeuchi.
I think so.
But my favorite artist, at least for me, it's Tatsuro Yamashita.
That's your favorite?
That is my favorite, number one guy. That guy has not put out a single that isn't fire.
Really?
I swear. If you look him up, you'll enjoy. Like, I promise you, I'll give you your money back if you look him up and listen to some songs by him.
So I got a friend. His name is Nash, and he loves Japanese pop. He loves it.
I actually don't super love modern Japanese pop. I like a lot of it, but I don't know.
I think the 80s, they were in a...
I think the 80s were in their own category.
Yeah.
Because, it's not really... Like, Japanese pop today is extremely distinctive,
Yeah.
It's very fast, it's high-pitched, it's energetic. A lot of it, at least. Japanese metal is also really, really good. Japanese rap is taking off like a bullet. But I find that style doesn't really, I don't really, like to listen to it for long periods of time. I really much prefer '80s city pop stuff. Biggest exponents: Tatsuro Yamashita, Toshiki Kadomatsu, Anri,
Mm.
even most ballads from back then, like Seiko Matsuda.
Yeah.
And I sound like a weirdo now, but yeah, it's my favorite style of music. It's
My
something that I listen to all the time. I also like ska, but that's mostly out of like hanging out with the friends I used to hang with in high school.
hmm I'm strictly not strictly, but I'm an 80s and 70s guy.
That was the best
I
decade for music.
I got my mother got me into it, and I still remember to this day one of the first, like, I guess quote unquote oldie songs I ever listened to was Africa by Toto.
Oh yeah,
And that song just I still remember it to this day. We were just driving in the car, coming just back from school, and it came on the radio. I just remember thinking, when did the song come out? Who played the song? My mom was like, "Oh, what are you, dumb? It came out like long ago. It's Africa by Toto." And I was like, "What?" They're like, "Oh yeah, 80s songs are the best songs."
yeah,
And it
that's
just
the best decade for music.
took me down this rabbit hole. And to this day, I mean, 80s and 70s really was, a league of their own.
Yeah, absolutely. Africa is one of the best known. Like when you think of Toto, you think of Africa, but because it's just like one of those standout hits. But so many other good songs get lost in sort of like the cavalcade of great stuff coming out of the '80s.
You think so?
Yeah, like Hold the Line. Who thinks of Hold the Line when they
Oh,
think of
Hold the
Toto?
Line. Hold the Line by Toto?
Yeah,
Oh,
that is a
dude.
great song, and
That's
it
a
just
great
sort
song.
of gets lost in like the general, because when you think good songs, you think Africa by Toto, you think Man Eater by Hall and Oates, you think of stuff by The Police, you think of Prince, you think of there are so many great artists from the '80s that all the good songs you sort of you forget about some bangers because everything is great.
To this day, I'm still like looking at old, Hall & Oates albums and looking at some of their songs that, weren't quote unquote popular at the time.
Yeah.
But if they came out now, oh, dude,
Yeah, they'd be chart toppers.
they're amazing.
It's just that the decade was so good for music that absolute bangers get lost because they're not like
Yeah.
world
Like
chart
by
topping
today's
quality.
standards, like quote unquote bad music in the 80s is great stuff now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. I think music today is kind of overproduced. That's just my opinion. I'm sure a music major will tell me to shut up, but I think it's just overproduced.
I think
too
there's
many
just-
people are involved in the decision making with songs nowadays.
I think there's just too many people that have found a way to get over to really, cast. I'm trying to say this. There's too many artists in the music industry that have found the way to completely ignore the whole talent aspect of creating, singing, and writing music.
I have sort of a similar opinion. I think the democratization of music is great. I think the more people like out on SoundCloud uploading whatever they want to sing, I think is great. Because I don't really believe that you should have some special gift or talent to like make music if you like it. It's not like I don't expect you to sell out. Go platinum if you aren't very good at it. But I think it's great that people get to engage in music. If they want to. What I think is that with this whole, trying to, because music nowadays is all about marketing and sales.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
It's people trying to catch the lightning again,
Yeah.
So you overproduce everything. You got 6 people involved writing the song, writing the lyrics, writing the sheet music, figuring out which specific radio programs and hours are gonna have. It's gonna have the most impact. Who can we partner with to put it in commercials? It's just so completely devoid of a soul.
wow.
People don't make music. It's like I want to draw a parallel with like modern-ish, as in like the past couple of years rap, where it's all about having lots and lots of money to the point where you like you remember Lil Peep? No, Lil Pump. Get it. Whole music video for that song is just like throwing money with a leaf blower. It's fake money, right? But the symbolism is there. Out of a ban.
See, like that,
So
dude.
it
Like people like that.
swells up.
It's just no talent.
I mean, I'm sure Lil Pump has a ton of. I couldn't rap. Like if I was if
I'm
I
sure-
tried to
yeah,
do what
I'm
Lil
su-
Pump does, I couldn't rap. I
But
can't rap.
yeah, but the whole aspect of like capturing the true essence of music and artist and just making a flow that speaks to people. That
Right,
has
yeah.
that's that was built on the principles of how can I transcend not only my own personal thoughts and ideas and memories, but how can I transcend them on other people?
I don't think most music was produced thinking of that. I think most music was produced in a perfectly normal, sort of like higher purpose way. I just think
Yeah.
that nowadays it's very easy to make music corporation style. you know?
Yeah, I
Just-
think I don't want to say it's lost its magic, but I don't know.
It hasn't lost its magic because there's still absolute bangers coming out. I
No,
can't think
that's
of any
true.
because I don't listen to the radio. Ironic because I'm on a radio show. But
You're my kid radio.
I am on Bacara Radio.
That was Jan right there, guys.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm so sorry we have something to be here, but I get you with your favorite freshman, 3D.
Yeah. Guys, if you noticed, Jan wasn't with us the whole time. Jan, why weren't you with us again?
I was in a meeting though, but hey, I get you with good hands.
Guys, Jan was in a meeting, so he couldn't be on the show.
I mean, I'm
Whatever
in a
whatever
show.
that means.
Huh?
Whatever that means.
I mean, yeah, we're in a meeting.
A
though.
meeting? Really?
Hey, we're gonna put your show on YouTube, so make sure that they.
You hear that, guys? My show's gonna go on YouTube.
Yeah.
When's that gonna happen?
We'll probably have it next week. That's what we're planning to have it and upload it.
Next week, guys. Next week, next week the Tea with D is gonna go online
Yes, sir.
on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, Jan said it himself, and Jan's like the man in charge around here. Nothing happens without Jan knowing about it. Do you know that, K3?
I did not know that.
K3, if I wanted to go up and use the bathroom, I couldn't unless I would get like a signed
I'll
note
help
from
you.
Jan.
Oh, he's the hall monitor.
Yeah, he's everything around here. When you walk into UTRGV radio/TV studios, nothing happens. You can't even drop a pen without Jan knowing.
Gravity doesn't work if Jan doesn't.
Gravity doesn't
Exactly.
work if
Exactly.
Jan doesn't want it to work.
That's good to be here. Hey, it's good to have another host. You're changing the game, boy.
I am.
Yeah.
So anyone that doesn't know at the moment, so this is only our third episode, right?
Yeah.
So we are starting to get into the process of seeing like how many people tune in, how many people can listen.
I mean, you know what? We'll try to have a most viewed DJs awards. So imagine. So you need to put that on.
So if no one heard that, Jan wants to do a most viewed DJ award. You know what that means, guys? That means your favorite freshman has to win.
Yeah.
Only.
Only.
Did you meet K3? K3 Jan?
K3.
My man K3 right here.
Nice to meet you,
What's
Jan.
up, bro? Nice to meet you, bro. K3. Hey, I like the name, bro. DJ K3. It's the coolest name.
Why do you gotta put TJ in front of everything? Why can't it just be K3?
Hey, it's a radio station, bro. If you don't put DJ in front of everything, you get sued.
Exactly.
See,
You see,
getting
he's
that's
supposed to be in your position right
that's
now.
government
He knows his
propaganda. No,
place.
that's government
He
propaganda.
knows his
He's not
place,
real.
bruh. He knows his place. Like, he used to be the host of this show.
This isn't fair, man. This isn't fair. This is my show, man. My show's been going pretty good, hasn't it, Jan?
Yeah, I actually been hearing him, Like,
You-
in my phone. In the meeting, I was, like, listening to you. I'm like, okay.
All right. Jan, get out of here. So me and K3 can keep going. You're going to be here next show, right?
Yes,
Oh,
sir,
sure.
Right now.
All right. You don't want to get on the mic? You don't got time?
No, I have time, though.
Psh, man.
Right now, we gotta go to break.
No, not yet. We just went on break. Didn't we, Jan?
We did just go on break.
Just went to break.
Yeah. You want to get on?
What are you guys talking about?
What are you talking about? How's your day been?
Actually, it was really good.
Oh, that's so much better.
Yeah.
That's so much better. I actually got a call from
Yeah.
my Uncle Mike.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, I hear Jan in the background, and he's not on a mic, and it sounds unprofessional.
Huh.
Really? That's
Yeah.
what he said.
You know what? And it does. You know what? I side with him. When someone's like talking in the background and we like can't hear him clearly, especially on like a radio show or like what we're doing,
Yep.
it does sound a bit unprofessional.
I don't know. I think it gives you a little bit of authenticity. A little bit of je ne sais quoi.
It's because, I mean, I don't want to. You are the host. You
Yeah.
know, so I don't want to take.
So if
that
it's
place.
unprofessional to me, it's unprofessional,
He
right?
doesn't
I mean,
wanna
but wait,
cramp
wait,
his
who-
style.
I mean,
said
I mean,
that?
I mean, I said that because
No, no. Who said that? Your uncle?
yeah,
What was his name?
His name's Uncle Mike.
Uncle Mikey boy. I'm so sorry about it. I'm Jan, and I just say hi to you. And Uncle Mike, I hope you'll be in the show. Hey, if we can bring Uncle Mike here, that would
If
be
Uncle,
awesome.
okay, so my Uncle Mike is, I don't know if he's listening, but I know someone who is listening is my Uncle Mario.
Oh, really?
My Uncle Mario was so stoked when I told him about this whole show. You know why?
Why?
It's because he's a big conspiracy guy.
No way.
And if you ever in a room with my Uncle Mike, your mind's gonna be blown. It's gonna be mind boggled.
So we would need like a 2-hour show for this.
Your mind's gonna be put in a bottle and it's gonna explode. Because
Really?
that's my Uncle Mario. No joke. I will not lie
He's
to you.
in Corpus though.
He's in Corpus right now. But if you ever sit down and talk to him, like K3, if you sat down with my Uncle Mario, you would have a field day.
Dang. Man, like, I remember this one Christmas. There was this, some sort of relation to my sister's husband.
Yeah.
That kept me basically chained to a chair, making me listen to all these conspiracy theories he had going on about the Anunnaki and the, I don't remember if he mentioned the New World Order, because after like the first hour and a half, it all kind of blended together. But yeah, that's not the kind of conspiracy theory I like. I like more grounded in reality.
No.
If you start talking about aliens and like some higher dimensions, I kind of tune out.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, my Uncle Mario would not. Okay, what about this? How do we feel about leprechauns?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Are leprechauns real?
Yeah. Well. I don't.
I don't want.
What do you think?
I think leprechauns.
Are there leprechauns?
Listen, okay, so I have this story about my Uncle Mario,
Uh-huh.
and he claims that when he was crossing a bridge, he saw one.
No.
He saw. No, don't laugh. No,
Wait,
this
how
is.
was it? Did he describe it?
Did he?
Oh my
not
God, he
just
sent you a
see
text?
a short person, right? Like, are we sure that he didn't just see a very short dude,
Yeah, like a
very
dwarf?
short Irish dude?
Like a dwarf.
There's a.
Yeah,
there's,
like a dwarf.
listen,
Yeah.
listen.
That's offensive.
To
You
this
can't say
day,
dwarf.
to
I mean,
this,
no, I mean,
You're gonna say little person.
to
or
this
midget.
I would say
day.
a hobbit.
to
Yeah.
this day, he claims that he saw a leprechaun, and he hasn't flinched since. And so you know what? If he saw a leprechaun, I think he saw a leprechaun.
So that's how like.
I mean, it was on a.
That's how people on
It was on a bridge. It was late at night. And that's not the only story he has of a leprechaun either. He has another story. I forgot how it went. But basically in the middle of the night, he heard like this banging, right? Like bang, 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 bang. And he was like, man, what
Wait,
what
actually, it sounds really good.
right? That's so someone clip that for a beat.
Like, boom, 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 boom.
Anyways. He goes outside, right?
Right.
And he claims that looking outside of his garage window that he sees these little men like jumping on the cars. Remind you, he's like a little guy. He's a little boy at this age, right? He's a child.
Okay, yeah.
He's a child at this time.
I get it.
But he walks out and he sees these leprechauns jumping on the car and making bangs. And they notice him. They see him.
Through the window.
The leprechauns, see my Uncle Mario, and they stop. And they start going towards him. And so he gets scared. He runs back to his room, right? And he gets under the covers. But his room had a window. And he can hear on the window like scratches and taps and like them trying like to mess with him.
I think we're already past the Halloween season.
Yeah,
now.
I think your
I know.
uncle is just unfortunate enough to be, targeted by a dangerous gang of midgets.
They were about 3 feet tall,
Yeah, dangerous gang. of
and they had
midgets.
pointed hats.
How do we not know that this isn't just the midget KKK? You know.
What?
Oh my gosh.
And that's because
I think you took it to the extreme.
and that's because my uncle has had run-ins with the KKK.
Bro.
Wait. What's his skin color?
Uncle Mario?
Yeah.
Uncle Mario.
Oh.
Uncle. This is okay. Okay.
Uncle Mario.
Uncle Mario is us. We are. He's Uncle Mario. That you see that skin color? That's him. So he's not the lightest Mexican in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he
He's morenito.
He's one of the most hardest workers, I've ever met in my life. I don't tell him enough, but I so respect my uncle's work ethic. My Uncle Mario. Uncle Mario, if you're listening right now, I respect you, man. You're awesome. And but
if he's not listening, you can share it to to YouTube. Though.
Yeah, but he's seen a lot of stuff. So he's a driver, right?
Okay.
And so he's gone, all across the country, and he has seen some stuff. He's got some stories for you.
I think your family, man, we should bring them here. And
the first person we have to bring on is definitely Uncle Mario.
No. The first person we have to bring is your professor of astronomy, though. That's the one that I want.
Astronomy? You want to bring the crazy laugh guy?
Yes, sir.
If we bring him, it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get wicked up in here.
Now we can actually talk like to the person that actually said if we can or not, right?
Yeah.
We have,
okay. So if anyone,
we have in the studio.
If anyone doesn't know, there's a lady within the studio right now. Her name's Maria.
Yeah.
Maria Sanchez, right?
Yeah, Maria Sanchez. Yeah.
Maria Sanchez. Believe it or not, she's a higher up individual on the depth chart than Jan. Mm-hmm. So when she walks in the room, she actually does have the ability on which gravity can be produced or not.
I mean,
Edison don't got nothing on her.
If she's not here, gravity doesn't work without me, Yeah. But if she's here, bro, I cannot breathe without her permission,
That's insane.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's insane. Because
right,
because you're the
guy.
I
cannot breathe without your permission, right? You see,
Maria,
she already know, like, look,
Even if we want to guess, I mean, K3.
What's up?
K3, you here on the show, that doesn't get green lighted unless Maria says so. Do you know that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's how many of the power she gained, bro.
So
she's got like the Infinity Gauntlet around here.
She's collected all the stones.
Yeah.
That's the gist of it.
Yeah.
Man, you know what's really weird? So, like when Endgame came out, the one before Endgame, Infinity War, or whatever it was called. Like I had already read because the original Infinity Gauntlet is from like the 90s, right?
Yeah.
And I had read that like a bunch of years ago. I'm not like old enough to have been alive in like 1991 when it came out, but I read it in like an omnibus. So when it came out, it was so weird to have everybody talking about it because I don't really follow like movie news. I don't go to the movies, mostly because I'm broke. It was kind of weird having everybody talking about what I assume was a storyline from like a comic from 1991. I figured some influencer has started talking about it, and then I see the posters for Infinity War and I get really excited because the comic was so good, and then the movie is nothing like the comic.
Really?
Yeah, because there's so many characters that are like not in there.
Yeah, not in there, and also the whole premise. No one ever battles on Earth. They go to like Thanos' space fortress and like the
Titan, right?
You know
Titan?
what? Yeah, Thanos the Titan. You want to know the funniest part about Infinity War, like the original one?
Yeah.
Thanos kills the universe because he's a simp. He killed half the population of the galaxy, not because of some higher motive like balance or whatever.
Don't tell me it was a chick.
Yes, it's
God!
not. It was
from dead.
It was not.
Like his chick is dead.
Yeah,
Dude.
it's literally
You didn't
not
know that?
like yeah.
What did we say last show? He's clearly putting more effort into it, and that's a red flag right there.
Wait.
Guys,
No,
guys, if
hold
you're
on.
if
Wait,
you're
hold on.
No.
Hey,
So
I stopped putting in effort.
You stopped
Just for the record, I like to
Stop
stop
putting
like
effort?
talking to her.
you stop talking to that chick that we were talking about last episode.
Yeah.
What with my boy Jimbo?
Yeah, with boy Jimbo.
Oh, what? You stop talking to that chick?
Bro, you told me to stop.
You know what? Okay, so KT, a little backstory. For any of you guys that are talking to a chick right now, you're kind of digging on her, she's kind of digging on you. If any of these two things start happening, bust a move, get out of there.
Or grab the Infinity Gauntlet.
But bucket out of Dodge, you know what I'm saying? If you start putting more effort than she is,
Yeah.
and at any point you feel that you're competing, like / there's another guy in the picture, book it. Get out of Dodge.
not worth it.
Not worth it.
That's what happened. That's what last show was about. And you should hear it in.
Is this we gave her a code word.
Yeah, Michelle.
Michelle. So you stop talking to
Yeah.
Michelle?
Never date Michelle.
Never. If
That is certified K3 advice. Never date a Michelle, a Julieta.
There was nothing.
Never, ever.
I'm about to drop some wisdom.
This is wisdom from someone that's probably 5 years old.
I'm about to drop some
than you.
wisdom on you boys. If her last name ends in an A and it sounds like she's gonna be headache, boys. Let me tell you that.
That was a dad joke, bro.
That's facts. Never known a Jessica, a Rebecca, a Marie.
Too many Marias for you to make that statement, bro.
Hey. Bro, I'm gonna stop reading, bro, because of your fault now.
Dude, no.
I'm gonna edit that part, which just so you guys don't look.
No. It's gonna be like in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Actually, I'm not gonna make that reference.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
No, son, that you.
You think you can defeat me? You know what? Anime.
It's like part 5 where Diablo like skips time. You know, she's
When-
gonna erase that part of time.
When is that meme where like some guy in like a yellow jumpsuit
Dio.
suit is like walking towards
That is
somebody?
Dio. That's part 3. That's the final episode. It's part 3.
Okay.
Dang, this boy knows what to do.
He knows what's up.
I know what's
K3
up.
knows what's up. Do I not bring on some of the best guests on my show?
I was just gonna say that exactly. Like, bro, you bring good guests today, bro. Jimbo too, bro.
Jimbo, we have K3, and that's because we're only on episode 3, man. Season 1, episode 3.
Well, okay, we have Jimbo, we have K3, we have 3D. on the
Okay.
studio.
So I've been getting a lot of news lately. Are we gonna change our hairstyles for? Because we're always gonna have a guest. K3, say hi to everybody one more
Hello.
time. K3, guest. Always gonna have people on the show, but the main dudes, of course me. I'm the host. I'm DJ 3D. There's no one above me on this show. There's no one above me. Say it, Jan.
What's up, buddies?
Say no one's above DJ 3D. Say it.
Nobody's above 3D.
DJ 3D.
DJ 3D.
No one's above me, right?
Nope.
So, and of course, I got my trusty sidekick Jan with me at all times.
Okay.
At all times.
I mean, I don't know if the sidekick will be Alfred or Robin, though.
You'll be, no, you're an Alfred. Because Alfred, because Alfred's a respected character.
Yeah, because all the time it's from him, but oh yeah, kind of because I help you with everything, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like the guy in the,
I'm the guy behind the scenes.
you're the guy behind the scenes, which are arguably some of the most important people, if not the most important people.
Hey.
Of course
you
not.
make me chill, bro.
Of course not above me. But,
Okay.
but we're in season 1 right now. For season 2.
I mean, you know that there's someone above you now.
Yeah, I know. So for like in any sitcom for season 2, are we gonna have to change our hairstyles?
Actually, I'm down for it.
Because the main character in any sitcom, any TV show, always changes up on the seasons.
I gotta be honest with you.
Like if you watch Riverdale, every character
no,
changes.
but I'm gonna
season.
change my hairstyle, because I have
I like your. I've always liked your hairstyle from the start.
Really.
I've never told you that. I don't
No,
tell
you
you that
never.
enough, but I've always liked it.
Oh,
And if
really?
Michelle can't appreciate it, then she doesn't deserve you, Jan. Jan, no girl deserves you. No girl deserves us. K3 has a woman though.
Look at KD, bro.
K3 is
K3, bro.
24,
23.
23 years old, married.
You're married though?
Oh yeah.
He's married.
No way. Oh.
This
Oh,
man,
wow.
this man figured it out.
What time did you get married though?
Year and a half ago.
Wow.
And when did you meet her?
2 years ago.
Wow, bro.
6 months. It only took 6 months.
We dated for about 8 months.
8 months. 8
Good.
months.
Hey, that's good. So, both of you are like studying here, or you're
No, I actually met her online. It's a silly story, but like the reason we got married so quickly was one, I felt like she was the right one.
Yeah.
She felt I was the right one, and also our parents are super Christian. I'm very concerned about living in
Pasture.
sin.
Pasture.
Yeah,
Oh.
pastor.
Wait, you're the pastor's son, or she's the
No,
pastor?
she's the pastor. So my
Oh
mom doesn't
my.
care. My parents don't care. Her parents did. No, like I remember getting called out by her mom because they have a back house, and I'm not gonna say what was said, but like the word "love shack" was thrown around.
Oh my.
Love Shack, baby, Love Shack. Flintstones, right?
Yeah.
That song's from Flintstones,
I think so.
right?
Yeah.
I'm not tripping, right?
I think you're not.
I shouldn't be
Maybe.
tripping because I should be the last person who should be tripping.
You know what? Let's go to the next break, bro.
Oh, we talked about this just like 15 minutes ago. This is "Hold the Line" by Toto.
Oof.
Woo. And that was "Hold the Line" by Toto.
Oof.
That
What a
Great
good-
song.
That's
great
a
song.
great
That was
song.
a good one.
K3 brought up that song earlier in
Really?
the discussion.
Yeah, it's
K3.
one of those songs that, the 80s had so many good songs. That
Oh,
some
yeah,
of
had
the
so many good
actual
songs.
bangers get lost in the noise.
Yeah.
Just because of how good it is. Like
It's so good.
We were just talking about this. Like quote unquote bad songs in the 80s
Uh-huh.
are bangers today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know what? One that every time we put in the random hour and I love it.
Yeah.
Somebody's watching you, bro. I just love the song. I don't know why. It just you can hear it every time and it's just good. I don't know about you.
For what?
I don't know what's the name of the guy that sing that song. I need to.
Someone's always telling me that I got a good
No,
song.
no,
or
no, no, no,
telling
no,
you
no.
that
The
you-
song "Somebody's Watching You."
Oh,
Dude, that's a really good song.
somebody's watching you.
Somebody like I gotta
Oh.
feel like
Oh.
somebody's
No.
watching me. No, somebody's watching me. Bye.
The only song with Michael Jackson, not lead vocals. He's in the background.
Yeah, it's
What?
by Rockwell.
Yeah,
We
Rockwell.
have it over here.
Rockwell.
Put it there. Put it so we can be
So-
like our last one.
Oh, that's gonna be perfect.
Like,
Yeah, because we
I
got
gotta
we got
feel
10 extra
like
minutes because
somebody's watching me.
we got 10 extra minutes because Maria greenlit it, and so of course it's gonna
In
happen.
their infinite wisdom, we've been granted 10 minutes extra.
Thank God. Okay, we do have it. Wow.
We do have it though.
Yeah, we're professional over here now.
Yeah, I told you it's really good, and I tell you those are the good OG songs, bro.
Those are OG.
The good OG songs.
Those are OG songs. You know, I had this guy who texted us last show.
Uh-huh.
His name was Bob V.
Bob B.
Yeah, whatever that means. But Bob said, "Man, you guys are old. Who are you guys to know who Hall & Oates are?" And I said,
Hall & Oates
and
are
I said,
a phenomenon.
and I
Hall & Oates are known everywhere in the world.
that's what I'm saying. And I said, "Listen here, Bob. Who do you think you are talking to me like that on this show?"
You talking like this is your show though. How dare him? He talked to you like
Bob
that.
was giving me a little attitude, and I
Wait, roast him right now. Roast him. We can't.
Bob, if you're listening right now, I hope you are Bob. That's what his little thing was that said the thing. Because if anyone doesn't know, of course, download Radio FX, go to Vaquero Radio, and when you do start listening, you press that little go button, you press the message icon, and you just type in something and we see it.
Yeah,
Someone actually did type something.
Yeah,
I
and I
think
had to
check
tell
the
you something.
radio messages at all the stations, so
Huh?
maybe some people ask some good questions.
Yeah, actually, and you know what you can do, and just for the next one, so your audience will know, you can give a giveaway for them, so they can be an actual,
Giveaway.
giveaway.
So
See,
there can be
guys-
an actual reward for listening to this
Yeah,
show.
to listen
other
to
than,
it, and we
you
can
know-
have you can do it. We can be a game. It can be a guess. It can be what's the first song they have in the show, so you can pay attention. On it,
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can. And
Didn't know that. See, guys, that's why we gotta. That's why Jan knows. Now, a little during the break with whatever song we just played, "Hold the Line" by Toto. How could I
Hold the
forget?
Line.
How could you forget? Obviously, I have been informed that
having Grand Line.
don't interrupt me.
That came from the heart, bro.
Well, this is getting serious, so don't mess with me. Okay,
Maybe.
I've just been informed that of course they want to start filming my show.
Oh, so it's gonna be a podcast like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, they you know
We're trying to get that.
apparently my
shake your
ratings
head?
are looking good. Apparently, from what I've heard, my ratings are looking good, and so they want to start filming me now. And a meeting's about to go down at 2:00 in about less than half an hour.
Yep.
Jan's gonna be there. Maria's gonna be there. Discussing the future of this show. I cannot be in that meeting.
Nope.
I cannot be in that meeting.
You're
I have been informed that I will have to set up base camp outside the door of where this meeting is being held. And as if I was in 2014 waiting for the new PS4 to drop and GameStop.
In the meantime, you can have another guest. Which one? Which is gonna be the next guest?
I can have another. Our next show's in a week. It's going to take a week long for that meeting to go down?
Yep. Bro, I mean, you have time. You have enough time.
How long is this meeting going to take, really?
Like 1 hour.
You're going to speak on my behalf.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't
I'm
like
just
those
kidding.
eyes.
I'm just kidding.
You're
bro.
gonna, how is this show not going to get filmed? This is a great show. Is this not a great
No,
show,
it's
It's a
K3?
great show. I don't know if it's TV. If it's TV, will be the best medium though.
Yeah.
No, we just
YouTube.
trying to put in YouTube though.
You're just going to play YouTube.
Yeah. But we just had, so we had to discuss a little bit of that stuff. I'll bring it up. And I mean, I think right now your show and 3 more shows are like doing great. Like,
Yeah. No,
rating.
yeah.
And I mean, we're liking so far everything. Every show I have.
UTRGV radio's popping.
Yeah, exactly.
It's popping, boys.
Actually, yesterday we broke a record. You know that with one of our shows. He got 26 or 27 views, bro.
Really?
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's a record.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I don't know. Like my generation, and I'm talking about like I got into school in 2017. I don't know why, but it just seems to me that UTRGB just doesn't have the same pull of like school spirit as other schools, you know? Because
Yeah,
if you
that's
go to
true.
because
That's
if you
true.
go to A&M, you never shut up about it, right? Like if you go
Exactly.
to like I don't know which one's the other one, Abilene Christian, you never shut up about it, right? Like other schools never shut up about where they go, but like when I first came here to UTRGB, I would ask people, you know, like is
What's
it
the spirit?
important to you that we're in UTRGB? And man, I don't know. Like if you ask people from like when I like the class of 2020,
Yep.
people will tell you, nah, I don't really care. You know, like
This
we would
this
go
is
to
fact.
sports,
This is
you
facts.
know,
The
but like,
UTRGV radio, UTRGV in general, the culture hasn't.
congealed.
It really hasn't
Exactly.
formulated just
It's
yet.
just it's being too directed, you know, because when we go to the sports fixtures, right, to the basketball games, to the volleyball games, we don't get to chant like we want to chant. It's all like
I still hear
pre-approved chants, like it's all
Exactly.
"Let's go Vaqueros."
I
these
still
are-
Or
Here-
UT. I mean, I had to be honest with you. The UT, RGB.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like. I
It's
like that
lame.
one, but I think
So
you
did
could do
did you
better.
go to that
It's
thing Friday
lame.
night?
No, I didn't. It went.
Where was that, anyways?
I was in the basketball court.
Oh, Matt,
So there's a basketball court over
we
there.
do have
Yeah,
one.
you didn't know?
I don't know that.
Bro,
It's
that was the
next,
first
it's next to
game.
the obelisk. You know where the science building is behind that.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where
it's
the
like,
volleyball
really
stuff goes
close.
on,
Yeah,
too.
I couldn't because I was working first.
Yeah.
And,
Jan's always working, guys. Jan's
And
behind
no,
the
because
scenes.
we were having a show right there, and then I went with some friends to help them with their math. I mean, if you have a problem with your math, I got you. So yeah.
Yeah, like the problem I think is that we don't like have tremendous school spirits because the mascot's lame, the chants are lame, and we don't get to develop them as
God,
students,
this is
right?
brutal.
Like it's all pre-approved stuff. It's all like
God.
sort of handed down to us. These chants.
Dude, Jan's over here in like teched out and like UTRGV gear, and man, you just let him have it.
I'm
K3.
just saying.
No, I
think
mean,
the
I gotta be
Bronx-
honest with you.
I
Even
think
my
the
high
Bronx
school
was a
have
better
more
school.
spirit than
Right,
the
yeah.
university.
My high school had more spirit.
I was about to
than
say,
here.
I still hear the whole Pan America thing more than I hear
Yeah,
UTRGV.
Yeah.
people call it Pan Am because
Yeah.
Pan-
UTRGB just isn't a presence. Because UTRGB is, honestly speaking, is a very artificial identity. You know, it's UTB and UTPA together for more money, and they're trying to create this like myth of the school. Not myth as in like, you know, like telling us lies, but they're trying to create this like spirit out of where there isn't really any. You know, we had a great mascot at UTPA, the Bronx.
I think it just comes
I mean,
with time.
that's what I say. It was Bronx U, right? Kind of
The,
thing.
yeah, the Bronx. The
I
Bronx.
think it's just
That's why
gonna.
we have a horse at the front gate.
Yeah, I remember people didn't like when they took it out and they put Vaquero.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was terrible. That was a terrible thing. We still have in front of the Liberal Arts South. There is a sticker on the ground with the old mascot.
No way.
Really?
Yeah, there's a sticker with like a little horse head telling you something.
Plot
it's
twist.
old. It's super
Hey,
old.
conspiration, bro. This is the
Yeah.
comfort.
I
Plot
don't know-
twist.
I don't know if
K3
it's
put
still
that
there.
sticker there.
No, I didn't. It's
record.
been there. It's been there since I started. I don't know if it's still there because I don't really go towards the liberal
Dude,
arts anymore.
the people, like the high demanders that are listening to the show is going to be like, bro, just take that out.
I know, dude.
They totally shouldn't because like I personally think the Bronx was such a much better mascot than the Vaquero.
Maria's giving us the death stare right
Because
now.
the I mean, it's so artificial, right? Like,
Yeah.
no one uses the word vaquero in conversation.
Yeah,
It
I've,
doesn't roll off the tongue.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never once gone up to someone like just random and proudly said, "Hello, my name's Diego. I'm a vaquero."
yeah, that sounds.
I think
that sounds like
the
something.
way that the Mexicans say it, I think it's a little different because vaquero.
Yeah, it's
But
vaquero.
but I think the way that American people say it is kind of like
Vaquero.
Well, that we
vaquero,
don't-
yeah,
yeah.
vaquero.
But we don't say it like Mexicans say it. Do we? Like even the chants rhyme vaqueros, not vaquero.
Yeah.
vaqueros, yeah.
Right,
That's,
like
that's,
they
that's
do.
why I think
Even
it
the
doesn't
chants
good.
are
It's-
weird,
I think
right.
that's why it doesn't sound good.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to say it, but they do kind of like whitenize it a bit.
They do. The vaquero is white. Have you seen the mascot?
He did. He,
I think he's on it.
I
man.
don't hate the mascot. No, I don't. I think this hate for the mascot is a little much.
I don't hate the
don't-
mascot. I
don't
just
hate
think
the
we
mascot.
have better mascots, and I don't think they should have changed the.
You think we should have kept the Bronco?
I think we should have kept the Bronco. Because it wasn't the Bronco, it was the Bronc.
The Bronc.
Hey, so what do you think about the mandate? You gonna vote? Or are you? It was.
Oh, dude, this guy. So
Oh, you already talked about
so
that.
okay, yeah, no. So we were at Topgolf, right? We just said this earlier, and they came up to us and told us what it was all about. What'd you tell them, K3? What'd you tell
I
the guy?
told them I'm 100% against it because this whole talk about new football team, new cheer team, whatever they do, they're getting money for. They've been talking about this since I started in school, right? But what
Wait,
sort
what,
of
are you a senior right now?
I am a senior. I'm
Oh,
in my
wow.
last semester. I'm graduating in December.
Yep.
They've been talking about this since I started, right?
Mm-hmm.
This whole thing, they've been telling us for years that they're not gonna cut any money from academic programs. But they've been cutting a bunch of academic programs that don't have either to do with medicine or for the new sports stuff. The physics program at this school, I was a physics major. The physics program at this school has not had a nuclear physics class for years. Precisely because, like, all the physics classes, electives are now higher electives, or at least when I was still a physics major, were biophysics because they wanted people to go towards the medical school.
Yeah.
What if I don't want to go to medical school, right? I wanted to be a nuclear physicist, but there were no classes
more of the
offered here at UTRGV.
science,
Yeah.
like field more than
Yeah,
any
but-
other field.
But see, I make the argument there
But
because
hold up, you
Wait,
can't.
what
really-
major are you though? I never know. What major are you?
Jan, as your favorite freshman DJ 3D, at the moment,
At the moment.
technically,
Technically.
I am undecided.
Oh my! Oh,
Says
I need
on-
to go and check your
says on-
profile because
yeah,
I
says
know they
on-
write information about
I am
that.
clutching
You're
my
lying to me,
pearls.
so I want to know what you choose so I can laugh at it.
I think it's undecided. For UTRGV, it's undecided because you know
Really?
the program I'm on.
No.
I'm on. I don't think we have any more time, guys.
Bro, we do.
I
We do.
think,
I think we have 5 minutes. Enough
No,
to you tell me.
isn't that meeting gonna start
I mean,
up?
I gotta be
Jan?
honest. Okay. So you tell me what's your major?
My major right now is finance.
Finance. My major is nursing. What's yours?
It's undecided. I am undecided right now.
Ah,
I am
come
taking.
on,
I am
H-
taking all basics. I'm taking all basics.
Where are you planning now?
Listen.
Oh
So,
my
Supposed to
gosh.
be a comm major.
so you want to? Okay. Okay. I'm about to get a little reel up in here. You ready?
You're okay.
I'm on the CAP program for UT Austin. Basically meaning I have to go to any UT school for a year, take all my
Oh, your
basics.
and then go.
and then go to UT. So for UT Austin, I'm probably going to pick communications. That's the plan. But for right now, since I'm just basics, I didn't necessarily
Oh,
have
so you're
to
not gonna
choose.
stay here?
Well, you know, that's
Oh man. Undecided.
this is something we should go more into topic to.
But we had to do it next episode.
We're going to have to you guys are going to have to wait next episode for this.
I need to wait it too. You know, like
This is some good stuff. This is
We're
some
gonna
good
be
stuff.
with.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Maria just greenlit to have
Greenlight.
crazy Professor P on the show.
Yeah. Hey, an applause for Maria. Hey.
Maria,
Maria's changing the game right here. You know.
Maria. Yeah, if you ever meet Maria, just for anyone who knows, she has like the biggest smile. She's so nice.
Yeah,
and
she's
she's
so
so like, oh, it's Maria. It's like you messed up on the show. What are you doing? Get out of here! She rules with an iron fist.
She's actually timers to get out.
So what are you majoring in again, Jan?
Nursing.
Nursing.
Yep.
How's that going?
What?
That's
How's
a
that
great
going?
major.
That's
Yeah,
what
how's that going?
I mean, it's good. And now I have to take anatomy and physiology for next semester,
Yeah.
which they say is hard though. But I mean, I have so many people is gonna help me, and one of my friends is like, I'm gonna give you. I don't know what she's gonna give me, but she told me that it helped her a lot in her AP classes.
She.
Pro like
She-
a full size
cute?
mannequin.
Kinda.
She cuter than Michelle.
We're running out of time. So,
We happen to be out of time,
Yeah.
friends.
All right, guys. I think, actually, seriously, I think that's gonna be a wrap for season 1, episode 3 of the Tea with D. Let's hear a little.
Yeah.
Let's hear a little.
Hey.
We had, of course, Jan, my main man Jan, and we
Hey,
had K3 on the show for the first time. K3,
Hey,
you
K3,
are,
this is
you-
your home.
you know,
Always welcome you.
you're the second guest on the show. K3, thanks so much for taking time out your day to meet with us. You know,
For sure. I do
We
nothing
appreciate
all
it.
day but play Football Manager. So this was a
that's
welcome
another thing he
reprieve.
does. But yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate the time. As always, guys, if you tuned in and you listened, we appreciate it so much. We thank you all so much. We encourage it, and for anyone that you want to spread the word to, Go to the App Store, download Radio FX, search Vaquero Radio, and every Fridays from 12:30 to 1:30, you're gonna catch me and Jan here, and with one of our homeboys, and we'll talk about anything and everything.
About the spook on campus.
That's right. That's right. About the scoop on campus, and I think that's gonna do it.
Hey, and remember, somebody's watching you.
Somebody's always watching you.
Bye, guys.
And bye, guys.